Okay, well, hey, y'all. Hey. Y'all know we trying to work something out. We got a problem going on. Now, where we see the comments at?
Okay, so we see each other now, and then we'll be able to see the comments.
Okay.
What you doing? Hey, y'all. We trying to figure this out.
Right.
So we got stuck. So then what you gonna do is share, subscribe, share.
Oh, you made it too big. Okay.
Okay.
Have friends who should see this video
Yeah.
share.
Mm-hmm.
Hit share.
Mm-hmm. All right. We're trying to figure it out, but we got it. Okay, so you're just gonna go to my page. Go to my page. Sorry, I messed up. Anyway, we the Washingtons. We gonna be natural today because I'm getting on his nerves right now. And he finna get on mine. Just log in. What you gonna do is just log in. I know. Log back in. And all you gonna do is go to my page because we trying to see the comments. How y'all doing? How was y'all Sunday?
Hey, y'all don't pay no mind. We gonna figure this out at once.
How was y'all's? How was y'all's Sunday? Anybody have a wonderful Sunday? We had a good Sunday. Church was amazing. I am
Oh my God.
at Tremont Temple
Church was so amazing.
And man, we have been doing
Shout out to Pastor Larry.
Yeah, I can't get in my page. So
Tell I got now. Tell what you want me to do?
We gotta go in and make it public, but we can't because you
Okay.
You can't make it public. I have to. So all we doing is looking to see the comments. We trying to see the comments so we can answer y'all. So how y'all been?
Now, where do we see the comments at?
We just gonna look. We just gonna look in the comments.
It should come up right now, right?
So everybody can comment and everybody can see it. So how y'all doing? How was your Sunday? We are the Washingtons, the real, the raw, and the inspiring. We are we decided to go live to talk to everyone about whatever we want to talk about today.
How y'all doing?
That's Jermaine.
We got this watch. We got this watch. Oh, we got this watch.
This is Jermaine.
What's that? And this is Jeanette.
And we're the Washington.
And we the Washington. This is my beautiful wife.
My handsome husband with y'all know Tip and everybody else.
Yeah.
Hey y'all.
So, how was everybody's weekend?
Hey Monica, how's everybody's weekend? How's everybody? What y'all do? I went to a graduation, so let's talk about showing up for people. So I've learned over time and over the years of having friends. Hey Stacy. I think that's cousin Stacy. Hey Stacy. Hey cousin. I've learned over the years about being friends and how important it is to show up for your friends. I am the friend that don't want to go out nowhere. I don't really like hanging out like that with a whole bunch of people. So my sister friend, we've been friends for 20 something years. She graduated from college, and I'm really, really, really excited for her. And I'm happy that she graduated. I'm probably way more excited than she was. No, I wasn't, but I was excited outwardly. But I think that it was important to show up, even so. Showing up for people is on your own recognizance and not what they've done for you, right? I think when you a solid person, you don't necessarily have to look at, okay, well, this person did this, and this for me, so I got to do this for them, right? I think showing up for your friends and people you love is important. And I'm not a show upper, right? I'm not coming to the stuff, the little, I don't know, parties and gatherings and stuff like that. But milestone events, weddings and graduation, getting so she got her degree. So congratulations, Kasha. She got her degree. I'm next.
Surely is.
We're next. And we're next.
And we having a party of the century when it's on, baby. Yeah. Graduation party. We're gonna shut down I do everything big when it comes to this one.
We're gonna have 10 people. I want 10 people.
10 people. That's just us. Me, the grandkids.
Yeah, about the 10 grandkids.
That 10 people
the grandchildren alone.
Hold on, make the 10 people.
Okay, so 20.
Mama, after children.
28. 30. That's it. That's all I'm doing. I can't do it no more. 30.
My Reese and your brother. That's 10 people. Don't worry about it. I got it.
Over the top. Got it. Over the top.
Always. Deserve it.
Over the top. Anyway, we love him. Don't forget me. We won't forget.
Who's don't forget me?
I don't know. Let me see. Oh. Let's see. You should be able. You should be able.
You see him?
Go to my page. We're trying to figure out their comments right there.
Oh, good.
All right. There, see. There's Stacy. See, we got it now. We cooking with high
Are they gonna keep coming up there?
Yeah, they're gonna keep coming right there. We can be able to talk. All right.
So,
we got it. So
I think we might be moving.
We might be moving in the right direction.
All
right.
right.
So talking about showing up for your friends, and I think that's important. And so when we decide where we're going to show up, I think you know certain things are important to certain people. Birthdays are big for me. Birthdays may not be big for someone else, right? And so someone else may not feel like it's important for me to show up on my birthday, while I would never miss theirs, right? I think we need to like really get to know our friends and the people we are around to know how we can be effective in their lives and really show up for them. Because sometimes if you don't show up for somebody in a moment where it's important to them, sometimes it can look like you're not supportive and you only looking for, it can be one-sided. It can be viewed as being one-sided. And viewed as like, okay, this person is not there for me, right? And as a friend, having friends, speaking of friends, how do you feel about married women and men hanging out with single friends?
Excuse me, myself, like, where does that, I mean, you got your friends, and that's true before I come along. But to be honest, like, what you want, what can a married woman do with a bunch of single women? Y'all can't have the same fun. You feel what I'm saying?
So playing the side. So a lot of times when one of the friends gets married, um, the things that we can do, Monica, that we can't do, they can do, right? And I think that there is a balance, and honestly, if I be honest, we don't want to do what they do, and they probably don't want to do what we doing, right?
But see, like me, I understand lunch days and stuff like that, but
just hanging.
I hang with my friend. I hang with my best friend.
So, I think Monica said true. Monica is a really big supporter of us. She talked to me for a long time about this podcast, and I really love her for that. We're gonna hook up for lunch. We never got around to talking about that. But I think, and Jeanette thinks, that there's a balance to that, right? Being married and being single is two different things and two different kinds of struggles, right? You are going from being independent and being able to do and go how you want when you want to go, and whether it's kids that you can leave your kids at home, but your spouse leaving them at home every week is not gonna work, right? And so I think there's a different level of sacrifice that comes with everyone, and I think when you have friends that you can really talk to and really know, like, okay, for me, I don't have these conversations. Oh, well, I can only do no. My husband comes home at a certain time. So if we hanging out between the hours of this and 3. Because I gotta get home because I gotta cook. Because man, is gonna want to cook. He gonna want to eat.
You better know it.
And he want home cooked meals. That's who I married. And he married a person that don't like to cook.
No, you don't. It ain't that. I mean, it's
We do want to cook.
it's like, you know.
I don't like to cook.
Yes, you do. You got somebody to cook for now that appreciates
He
you
wants me to. He wants.
and love your cooking. You best to know it.
Oh.
Stop all that playing like you don't want to cook and can't cook and all.
I like the
Because in the beginning, one of my criterions was cooking. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Southern boy, and I love to eat. I don't eat fast food. I don't like fast food. Now I go out and eat if I got to, but I don't want that. I want to eat with my wife, and I won't hardly eat nobody else cooking but my wife.
You won't. So in that, I think like so having more friends that are not married that are married works. Me and Monica had a really good conversation, and it was too wild. She's married 20 years, and I'm married a year. I was married previously for 9 or 10 years, and so we had a conversation, and we can relate. When you talking to your single friends about your husband, it kind of seems like you can be talking about him or like being negative towards him or telling your business, right? I'm real big on I don't want everybody in my business, or I don't if I don't want people can make up their own assumptions about us or whatever. But if you tell somebody something negative and you're in that negative space, they can tell whoever, and it's like, oh girl, they ain't all what it cracked up to be because he did this and
Yeah,
blah
all
blah blah.
that.
Yeah, she told
One
me.
thing you
I
can
don't.
is tell them single girls your married life business, cause they ain't gonna do nothing but hate on them.
So
Cause they want you like them.
So
Single.
I don't know that though, cause I think my friends are happy that I'm married. You know what I mean? Cause I probably got on their nerves single. Cause I was always some. But I mean, my closest friends are happy that I'm married, and I don't think that I've changed in the way that I actually hang out, cause I'm not a hangouter anyway. But I don't do much of the nightlife. I'm married. I don't have no business outside with the folk, right? Doing the folk thing. I ain't going on no girls trips, not yet. I don't know what that's about, but I'm not doing that. No, ain't nothing wrong with
Ain't
having
nothing wrong with having single friend.
it's just
It's single friend time.
right. And there's nothing wrong with having single friends. I think single friends, it doesn't matter if you're friends, it doesn't matter who's single and who's married. I think what y'all do together can change, right? Because maybe we used to go out. Like I have a friend when I was single, we used to go out and she was all like big about hanging out and talking to dudes and all of that. Well, I know that's her MO. I don't have to do that. You know what I mean?
Right.
But at the same time, I think when I know that, then I have a responsibility, right? Because I'm married and I know she like to hang out with all the dudes, all the right, and I'm married, and so I feel like I need to change up some things so that I don't put myself in a position that I don't want to be in, or that I'm tempted in some type of way, or whatever, like the situation is. So I think there's nothing wrong with having single friends at all, baby. He getting, you see his ADHD then kicked in. So now we all distracted. Yeah. And then,
I'm trying to get the right thing.
oh, I see what you're doing. So anyway, we're gonna let him do that. So I think when you have single friends, your dynamic may change a little bit because like me and my sister, we hang out, but I don't go like night stuff and all that unless he's at work or something like that. So because I feel that I need to be home with my husband. That's what I think.
I think he's supposed to be home to her.
I don't think I didn't get married to be single. I got married because I did not want to be single and I wanted a life partner, right? So I don't think, and then I don't think that women that have their independence can understand a woman that is now married in a way. Like if you've been married before, you love that. Cool. You know, you like, girl, listen, you got to do this, this,
Yeah,
this.
we might be cooking with grease now.
Okay, he didn't fix it, y'all.
Okay.
He about ready to go. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Great conversation. Share it to y'all's page and groups. Thank you.
Thank you. Y'all like and share.
Like and share.
Always like and share. And hit that hard, because that'll let us know we in y'all.
And not all women are men haters and haters on women. That's
No.
true. That's true. That is true. So,
We can go for that. I can go for that.
I think so. I think you're right, Katrina. Katrina said not all of us are women haters. That's true. I don't. So, honey, he's a man, so we're gonna let him, because he's one of the men that be like, yeah, your friend wants you single like her. You know, that's not true all the time.
Maybe.
That's not true all the time. But I do think that when your friend gets married, you have to understand that your friend may not be as available as they were before.
Right.
I think that's the adjustment.
But I'm gonna show you something. When I pack my little Kroger bag and come to Texas, right?
Not a Kroger bag.
My little Kroger bag, you know that little plastic bag. You know how we do. You know, I told her when I first got here, hey, look, I'm not trying to take you from your friends. And I know it's gonna be times where y'all gonna be on your lunch dates and all this. Go, cause sometimes I want you to go. Go, cause when football on, I'm gonna watch it. When basketball on, I'm gonna watch it. So that's your time when I'm occupied with that pigskin. Hey, go be with your friends. But when it's husband time, and that's a whole lot of time, I need that because I can't stand to be without my woman. Hey.
Oh yeah, I'm reading the comments. Okay, and so here's the other thing. Talking about balance. So honey's like, hey, if you with your friends, that's fine. And you guys can hang out together, that's fine. I think for friends, right, we need to understand that friend is married, right? And so some things friend may not be able to do, or a friend may not be able to hang out as long as they used to when they were single. I have responsibilities at home. I've always been a responsible woman. So I've always either had children to take care of, other folk children to take care of, or something to do, right? Study, whatever, something. And
Yes.
so,
Balance and trust.
yes.
Yes.
Yes, exactly. Hey, Latoya.
Hey.
Hey, Prophet Moses.
Hey.
So yes, like we need to have that balance and that trust. Like, he had on our brother friend over, and I cooked, and I'm at home, and me and Jeanette, I'm a homebody. I like being at home.
Shout out to Paul. Okay.
But shout out to my brother.
To my big, hey.
That's my dog.
Me and you next
So
week,
I
baby.
made
Texas and Georgia next week.
and I stayed out of their way. I made wings, and the boys sat there and watched the game, and it was awesome.
Yeah.
And I didn't, but then I have friends over. The time before the Sunday before, I couldn't. And people came over to eat. So we have a balance of that.
Yeah.
And so,
And see, this is the thing with men.
so do you think you should hang with single men?
Me myself, I don't hang with dudes, a whole lot of dudes anyway. But the dudes that I do consider, because I don't have friends. Friends ain't no good to me. I got brothers. And my brothers are the guys that I can leave my woman around and gonna check her when she out of line. You feel, if anybody feel what I'm saying, and they're gonna check her, or they're gonna say, hey, hey, you need to get, what you're doing ain't right now. Because I've done that. I've been that brother. Hey man, hey girl, hey, you need to get that, straighten that out. So that's why I feel like if it is a dude or one of my bros or a single dude around my woman, I trust him. Because I don't trust easy. Because I don't have to worry about
It's me that don't trust nobody.
him talking to her behind my back, throwing that salt on me behind my back, and stuff like that because you do dudes are real.
Yeah.
Hold on, dudes ain't no good. I've been living a long time and I know dudes are no good, and they be trying to get you and be trying, hey, psst, you know he was psst, 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 and all that, just so he could try to see where you at to try to get in this thing. You know y'all creeping around there at the Motel 6. Nah, we ain't doing that.
So for newly married, we're newly married,
Yes,
right?
very.
So for newly
We
married,
just celebrated our anniversary last month, matter of fact.
and those that have been married for a while, making your it's the balance of making your spouse a priority now,
Yes.
right? And I have a friend girl. I took a page out of her book. She talked to me when she first got married. She talked to me on the way because we used to talk on the phone all day, every day about everything. Oh God, we call each other for the lunch. My friend Kim.
Yes.
We call each other for lunch. We call each other for breakfast, for dinner. Before we go, what we gonna cook the same thing, just all this. So she got married, and of course, things stopped. So I called her one day and I say, "Can I call a married woman at 9 o'clock? I don't know if is that right?" So she starts laughing. She's like, "Girl, yes." And I'm like, I think that's late. We need it because I don't know. I think I might be doing something at 9 o'clock. She's like, "Girl, shut up." So then later on, I noticed, she started getting her routine, being able to take her son to football practice, having to come home and cook and having to work and all that. So our calls have stopped. And we've been saying we're gonna get together and we're gonna do this or whatever. But I started noticing that she would call me in the morning when nobody was around. She called me. This is something that's gonna help y'all. She called me in the morning going to work, and she'll call me coming from work. And we would catch up on our conversation. And then she gets off the phone, she drives up to her car. Okay, girl, I'm home. I'll talk to you later. Walk in the door, and her family is her priority. I think a lot of times we get caught up, and I've heard men say this a lot. Like when they walk in the door, the wife is on the phone. Sometimes I am on the phone. I'm just in the middle of a conversation and I just cannot. It's no place to get off of the phone. But I try really hard to give my undivided attention to everybody. Right? I'm off the phone. He's off the phone. So when we're together, we are at a restaurant and we're the only ones actually conversating and having talking and not in our phones because that's a priority for us. Sometimes we even go to the length of leaving the phone in the car, except for when he wants to watch the game. Then
Yeah.
we just let that.
And I'm gonna get this little.
But we make each other our priority.
I'm gonna get this little game right here. When y'all are out and y'all are on these, cause have your dinner date. Try to make it
Every week.
Try to make room
Because we might go out
in y'all busy schedule. Cause I know it's some that's real busy. Make it a priority to take your woman or your man, because she's taking me out. Taking your woman or your man or your spouse or whoever on a date at least once a week. Once a week, no matter what.
And it doesn't matter. We have done once a week. Once a week. Take people out. Take your
Take your
spouse out
spouse
once a
out.
week. Let me tell y'all
Take
something.
your spouse
It is
out.
something about getting ready to go with my man. Child, I done been looking homeless all week long. I walk around the house looking homeless. I be looking homeless on the back.
And she tell me, she say, "Oh, I'm on my way." I might call her when I get ready to leave for work or something. She say, "Oh shit, I'm finna get pretty, man. My man, come on. I'm tired of looking like I'm homeless."
Like I ain't got no man.
And I
Oh no,
understand that.
because I work from
Because
home. I be
I
homeless.
love the beauty of my woman regardless, with or without, because this woman is beautiful. I'm talking about is beautiful.
Thank you.
So I can look at her natural beauty every day. But she'll say, I don't want you looking at me like this. I want to dress. And I come home, she done twirl her hair, comb her hair, did whatever, and done put her lashes on and smelling like that stuff that make me want to all that stuff. And I'd be like, what you got going on, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I just want to look pretty for you when you came home. And guess what? I like that. And I be trying to jump a bone then.
Yep.
Like, hey, come.
And like he's attracted to me. And
Very much so.
very much. And so like he is always on me. And so I am walking around here. Purposely did my hair because I'm going through menopause, and we'll talk about that one day. But get married and go through menopause. Really? And it's a lot of adjusting that I've had to do. And so one thing that I wanted to do, when you going through menopause, your moods change and stuff like that. How you feel about yourself and your weight and all that. And so with all that changing, it's been crazy. It's been crazy with all that changing. Baby, they can see you stop. And so when we got married, what was I talking about? Menopause, looking pretty. Yeah. So I like to look just naturally pretty. If long as I got on some lip gloss, like now, I ain't got no lashes on, nothing. I'm good. I feel comfortable, and he likes it. And I, and then I be like, boy, move. Women biting on me, growling, going on. Yes. But I tell him too, don't lose that. Don't lose that.
And I'm gonna show you, fellas, like love on your woman. Love on her. I don't care where you at. I don't care where you at. I'm gonna give y'all a prime example. For instance, when we first started, right, we was down in the King's Center on Auburn Avenue. and
Georgia.
and yeah, and she had just started coming to see me and stuff, and come to the city and stuff. And I rolled up on her and I rolled up behind her and I did one of these moves. And I whispered something real crazy in her ear. And she said, oh, you know what happened? So, so, but
a situation.
And I make it a habit, and I do this all the time. I don't care if I ignore her or not. I love on this woman. I might roll up on her or something, or I might bite on the back of her neck. I'm gonna walk by and pat on that big old booty or something. You know what I'm saying?
God bless him when he thank your booty big. God, listen, when God send you your man, he'll thank your booty big, your stomach flat, child.
Regard you in public or not, love on your woman. Let her know that she is protected. Let her know she is loved. Let her know that you standing right there. Hey, you might have a woody. Let her know it. Because I'll sit there and be on the bed and she be in the bathroom and with my spot at, look, with my spot at, I be laying shit like this. And this how I be looking at her, right? And she'll look back, she'll know me looking at her, she'll look back and be like,
what are you looking at?
Like, what you looking at? And I'll be like, you. But in my mind, I'm looking at her, I'm like, damn, you're so beautiful. And I'm thinking that, ooh, I want to do something to you. So, like, and it just for us, I love to watch my woman get dressed. I love the transformation. I love the transformation. And I love to just sit there and I just be standing there looking at her and I'll be like, boy, you done came off with one in this spot right. Yeah. Then I be talking to myself, boy, you married that.
Boy, you did that.
You did that. So, like me and love on your women, man. Love on these women. Love on these women, man. If you love your woman, because guess what? Regardless of you know or not, every now and then, guess what? When you do this, or you take her and fill on her something, guess what? She might be having a bad day. That one gesture might have just put her right where she needed to be at.
Washington.
And guess what? You never know, you might later on, you know what I'm saying?
Let me tell y'all something.
You gotta put your mouth on it. You hear me?
Real talk. Getting your wife to the place.
You'll find love out there, Daphne. Yeah. It's there.
It's there.
It's the same thing.
I told him I was done.
Listen, hers was literally 997 miles. That's to the T. That's from her front door to my front door. Yeah. And she didn't think that, but guess what? When I jumped in that DM, I told her, and she tried to shake me loose and all that. I snatched her.
You got your list of things you want.
And God knows I was not like the picture she had put together.
No,
at all.
He wasn't, and he wasn't the Instagram real man. He wasn't none of that, right? And so, but what I was gonna say was, um, men and women, but men particularly, when you wanna, it's not when you want some sex, right? From your woman, your wife, or whatever. and you trying to have sex, the sex does not start when you start in the bedroom. It starts in just overall during the day,
In the
right?
kitchen.
Making love
On the
starts,
floor.
right. It starts with the
At the
just
grocery store.
at the grocery store. It starts with the kids. It starts with the hey. It starts with the conversation about how was your day and how and being genuinely concerned about her. It is a lot of work. The problem with us is that we want it to be cookie cutter, what we want, and we don't want to work with nobody. He got to deal. I'm a lot.
Yes.
He got to deal with a
Yes,
lot.
Steph.
You need to read. You need to open up because it's definitely. I was closed up. I understand. And in the San Antonio scene, and it's bad apples everywhere. It don't matter. It's here everywhere. But one thing that I realized is that I had to check my beliefs about what I believed about men. What did I really believe about men? Because I can entertain a man all day long and think he's full of shit, like for real. Like I don't want to fool with him. But you have to open up and give yourself a chance to love again, and be ready to cut a nigga off. For real. Because they respect boundaries. That's what people don't understand. This is what I didn't know. Well, you kind of find out once you have all these failed relationships. Like men respect boundaries. Men respect discipline. Men respect, hey, I can appreciate this. Don't do that. I hate this. You see this thing? Eat that thing.
Listen, this is the thing. Women. I don't know what they got going on the social media and all this and that.
Don't listen to that.
Don't listen to none of that. Be your man's peace. And he's gonna be your protector. This woman is my peace. She asked me one day, she said, what you asked me that day? You was like, what is it about me or why do you love me so much or some old.
What did I have in my face? Was that it? No.
No,
Not
no,
that.
no, no, no. And I say, you my peace. You are my peace. Like, for real. And she said, huh, I can't be your peace. I mean, what? I said, no.
He said my voice was peaceful.
Your voice is peaceful.
Your demeanor is
everything.
peaceful.
I'm talking about the demeanor. And when I see her and hear her voice, no matter how bad my day is or whatever, when I come home from work every morning or every night, it depends on what time I gotta go. I jumps right on her.
He does.
She's be in the bed, she be with her.
I
I
be
kiss her
scared.
all on her face, and I just lay my face on her face, and I take a deep breath and say,
I'm at peace.
I'm home. I'm happy to be home. I'm happy I'm not in the street. I'm happy I ain't went out there and got killed in the street or whatever. I've made it home to this woman that I am happy to be with.
Yes. And I think the difference between Jermaine and other people, other men, is that that's Haley, HR Washington.
Hey, that's my cousin. You cousin, HR. Hey, whoever you cousin. Hey, cousin.
I think the difference is once I was at peace with myself, right? And I wanted peace and I wanted to be peaceful within me, right? We can be somebody else's peace, but what about being our own peace? Because then that just exudes into everything else. And that's what I was. I wanted peace. I wanted peace. And I was searching and looking for it. And anything that wasn't giving me peace, I was ready to get rid of it. I can't do it. I like peacefulness. We talk about that all the time. Like I've been so rah rah, but now that I've calmed down, I have to have peace. I've got to. And
And
so
God is good.
he is because like
God
we
put this
have
woman in my life. God knew what I needed. And she's strong. She don't play. No nonsense. The Gemini on her. And that's what I needed. I needed someone to say, hey, let's find someone.
and then like people, not people, but the belief system that we have now, right? The man is gonna lead, and I want a man that's gonna lead. Well, here's the thing. The truth is you're not gonna find a person that's 100% everything that you want and desire everything, right? There's gonna be a balance there. Where you are lacking, he's strong. Where he's weak, you're strong. Okay. This is not. I thought that I was gonna get married and just instantly get done. I was gonna instantly have somebody to tell me what to do, how to do it, and what they wanted. And that's not the dynamic that I have. And that's not who God made me, really. But I think we got this idea about what leading and covering looks like. And that is not what that is. Having a covering, right, and a husband, it's men that don't normally speak to me, that see me out and actually speak to me. And I'm thinking to myself, like, he would never speak to me like for now. Oh, you got married, congratulations. Da, da, da. I'm like, thank you, whatever. But covering you when you get a spouse and someone that loves you and someone that accepts you for who you are, it does something to you as a woman and a man as well. Like a man needs that too. And we think men don't need somebody to he's an alpha male, he's not a beta male, but still there are times where I have to say, honey, I don't think I don't think that's right. You're wrong for that. That's not right.
And that's what a man needs.
And he don't, they gonna beat their chest.
You gotta open your ears.
Yeah, me,
As a
mom,
man,
man.
as a man, and this is supposed to be like your significant other, you gotta listen. And sometimes I think what she's saying, like, nah, Wudu, I understand I gotta sit down, I gotta open my ears, shut my mouth, and listen.
And I'm like, honey, you're not listening to me. You're listening to respond. You're not listening to understand. And he'll say, okay, okay, okay. Go on, man, go on. Tell me what you're trying to tell me. And then he may not agree right then, but he'll come back and say, you know what? I was thinking about what you said on the way to work. And you know what? You sure right. I didn't even see it like that.
Do it all.
Because I was thinking but then when you broke it down the way you did, then I was like, oh man, you know what? She might be right about that. I'm right. That's why I'm here.
Exactly.
Cause I am the head. I'm the cool. I'm the neck. Look, you can't move without me.
Always thinking, and I think
And
like,
it's okay. Like your dynamic, people wanna. Okay, my girlfriend was telling me, and I'm not gonna say her name, but somebody was telling me about how the pressure is on for them to get a house because they've been married so long, or for over extended years. Listen, y'all run your race in your marriage the way you run your race. Because everybody around you may be getting a house, your finances may not be set up to get no house. Your finances might be not set up to get 3 cars, 2 cars, whatever. It may not be that way. Me and him fight all the time over money because I'm frugal and he don't care nothing about it. We can have $200 left, and I'm like, babe, we only got $200. We got to do this and that. He like, we going out to eat. I don't care what you say. I'm taking my woman out. Blah blah blah. And we think, okay, it's all in one pot of money. I make more money than him. He make more money than me. We make the same money, and it all go in one pot. And we do our bills and everything, and it works the way we said it was gonna work. Now, sometimes am I saying you need to stop buying me stuff? He used to buy me stuff every week. And I'm like, babe, for real? I don't need nothing else. I don't want no I got to the point I was like, I don't want no flowers. I don't want nothing. I don't need nothing else.
so I can't take care of this. You're doing a good job. They are not for
I
you to
went to
have.
the mall 3 different occasions, got 3 different bracelets, a necklace, 2 necklaces. I'm over it. I don't have nothing I don't have no more arms. I got watches.
Yeah,
Just,
it's
I
the
don't have none
thing.
of that.
I like to see
His money or his woman.
it's showering with the gifts because it was a time I was taking that money and messing it off, buying drugs, buying this, buying that. Now I got a woman in my life. I can take that money and spend it on my woman. Because guess what? I love to see this sound. You see this? This is one of the prettiest smiles in the world. I'm talking my life for real. Look at this smile. Look at this smile. Look at this smile, y'all. Look at that. She need to go let Colgate sponsor her for this smile. You hear me? Like for real. So like, I mean, just men, y'all got to understand love on your woman, man. Love on your woman. Women, open up, put that masculinity to the side. Because you are not a man. Be feminine with your man.
And don't let no man call you broke.
Be submissive.
Sure.
Because God
Now,
knows.
young ladies, stop letting
When
these
this
boys tell
woman
y'all broke.
be submissive, she get everything. So and she have all little masculine moments and stuff. But guess what? I'm cool with that. Because on the chessboard, the strongest piece on the board is the queen.
Better know it. Better know.
It's the queen. The queen is the protect.
Go when you can't make moves that you ain't even thought of.
The queen on the chessboard is to protect her man.
That's it.
Understand that.
And in our protecting him, he won't always listen. He'll make mistakes, and you have to be the one to cover him sometimes. So it got to the point where transparent, y'all, because y'all be wanting to know. Uh, and we be wanting to tell it. We don't care. So I was at the point where I stopped telling him that I had money, like like extra money, because he gonna find something to do with it. If I tell him we got $300, oh, we gone. We in Austin eating, we gone.
Texas.
We ain't got nothing left but gas money for the week.
Texas Steakhouse.
So what I started
Jay's
doing
Eatery.
is
Here we come.
Listen, so what I started doing, and you have to do this, is covering your man. This is protecting him. I had to start putting some money back. And I understand why the older women used to say, don't never just tell him everything you got. And because they say, well, we just for a rainy day. No, it's to cover him. Because sometimes they don't make all the right decisions all the time. Like today he told me, he said, baby, I think I'm starting to like really understand about being a husband, what that means, what that looks like. And I'm like, cool. And in the meantime, like something may come up and I'm like, man, he like, we had a tire situation, and I was like, okay, I can go buy this thing. And he was like, you got some money? Yeah. Now, did I just put the money back by 2 weeks ago? Yes. But I have it to cover for what we need because we are a team and we work together. And for me coming from being single and then in a relationship, but single in a way, like and moving single still, it's like it was hard for me to put that down, that independence down, and really think about somebody else. And that's how we cover them. I'm right with the money. Yeah, you have to.
I see you,
Listen,
April.
April, we as women, like we don't want to. Don't even tell him. Don't even mention it. Don't even nothing because then he'll be like, baby, you got some gas? I might. I don't know. Let me see. You got to, because I've been flat broke and he looking at me and I'm looking at him. What? Oh, I thought you had no. And you know what? But he expects me to have it. Like I expect him to do certain things. He expects me to have it because certain things he pays so that I can have it. Right? He pays the rent so I can't have it. I will agree with, listen, you might not be with a man that can pay all the rent. This 50-50 split, 100-100, I want to stay home, like the women in the 1950s. Listen, y'all, come here. We live in 2024. Unless your husband is part of the 2% of men, yes, we could be one of us wanting to shop. Right, no, it's them. We live in a time where there's two incomes needed. If you get a man that makes $10,000 a month, he's part of the 2% of the population. Great. But if you get a man and you have to help him pay the rent, help him pay the rent. If he loves you and he's supportive of you and he is your man and the man that you love, help him pay the rent. There is only so many men to go around that's in the 2%, y'all. And us, I may be wrong, but us not wanting to contribute and not wanting to work to contribute to the household, it is not going to help us at all in the long run. We're not in a place, all of us are not in a place, and especially Black women. We are not in a place where we going and go and we gonna get with the president and the dude that makes 60, yes, 60, 70,000, yeah. But the ones, and even them, then you get them be with the doctors and the lawyers and all that stuff, and then they hard to deal with. They hard to get with. But if you have a man that you can work with that's a regular working man, work with him on the finances so that y'all can have, because two is always better than one. This staying home and wanting to cook and clean up and look pretty and make TikTok reels, that is for the birds when it comes to buying land, buying stock, investing, making money. What you think?
Speak.
Okay, I'm just making sure I'm not dominating something.
Speak.
Because
Each.
I've shown him about investing our little change on Cash App just to start off to show him.
It's the same woman. My credit score was at a 300. Now it's at a 625.
And it was at 681, but I done messed it up.
Oh,
But listen, you need to be a wife and not a knife, right? Him being in our life, partnership. We add to each other. Oh, if a man ain't adding you, he taking away. But what am I adding to him though? And I can't be the only one adding. He got to be adding too. This is a balance. And when I'm telling y'all, I'm gonna say something to you, and he gonna take over. And I'm gonna say this to y'all. Come here. If he wants to, he will. If he wanted to, he would. This man was sending me groceries from 997 miles. Okay? This man was making sure that I had lunch, gas money, and whatever else every week from 997 miles. You cannot tell me what a man won't do. They will. The reason why they're not is because they don't. And then, there's a saying that somebody wrote a book, he's just not that into you. That's okay that he's not into you. That's okay. Because if he wanted to, he will. Why he ain't calling you? Because he don't want to. Why he ain't asking you to take you out? Because he don't want to. Because when they want to, they will. Period. They're going to take care of you. They're going to do everything. He didn't commit to nobody. He was never, every time he told people that didn't talk to him, oh, I got married. Country got married. What is you talking about? Country got married? Yeah, I got married. I got married. Yeah, I got married. He telling everybody. And they're like, what? Yeah, he got married. Because he wanted to. And it ain't got nothing to do with you being like some magnificent woman. You are magnificent. I've been magnificent. And I've been the same woman to somebody else and they didn't appreciate it. I've been the same Anjanette. I've been the same Nikki Johnson. And I've had people that didn't appreciate it.
I found my best friends.
When he found his best friend, he did what he needed to do.
I did what I was supposed to do. I did what I needed to do. Because some of the fact is, I got to know this person. I love this person. I say, this is the person for me. And I used to always tell them, I'm going to marry my best friend. And that's what y'all got to get for these couples. Y'all got to get to the, I'm going to get to you in 1 second, April. Y'all got to get to the point in the beginning that, this my partner.
Period.
Before she my wife, this my partner. Like, my partner, I tell her every day, you my mother. Because the simple fact is, this my best friend, this my lover, this my wife, this my everything. So we best friends before we anything. Before anything. And she always say, we'll be talking, she'll say, hey, this best friends talk. So I know we finna go down.
We finna rap.
We finna rap because we need some opinion, or she want me to see something a certain way, not as the husband, but I'm still the husband, but as the best friend.
I know how to get to my best friend. Yeah. I may not know how to talk to my husband sometimes, but I know how to talk to my best friend.
She talk to her best friend to get to her husband.
To get to my husband. And I'm like, can you go tell him?
Say her best friend ain't country. So when she talk to country gonna tell Jermaine. You feel me talking about? You feel me? So
country be like, say, dog, like, come on, man, like, you tripping, dog. I talk to my friend.
So
like to call me.
Yeah, so
he get in trouble.
Hey man.
I tell him on him.
So and that's where we move to. And it's just like when we talk, we don't yell at each other. We don't say things that we got to take back later on. We talk to each other. Yeah, it might get heated. The level might rise a little bit, and that's when she get that look on her face.
Who is you talking to?
Who is you talking to? Or I even might say,
Or you might say, who is you talking to? Hey, hey.
But
we don't do that.
But we don't do that.
Oh, okay.
We not gonna be the problem. In these relationships, that's what's wrong. They are letting the problem be them. No, she's not gonna be the problem. I'm not gonna be the problem.
The problem is the problem.
We
gonna tackle the problems.
Anjanette and Jermaine, and we're gonna tackle this problem. And we're gonna come out on the end with a solution to deal with this problem. We not gonna this problem, she gone. I'm the problem, I'm gone. No, we're gonna sit there and we're gonna talk it out and we're gonna cuss each other out, or she gonna talk to me like I need to be talked to sometimes so I can understand. She gonna talk to
sometimes Jermaine don't understand nothing but violence.
Jermaine don't understand them violence sometimes. So, and that's the thing. Sometimes you gotta get rough and rugged and say, hey, look here, fool. Listen to me and what I'm saying. And I sit back, I'm a little. So I sit back and I listen. And like I say, she talk the country and we'll figure this out. We gon' beat the problem. We're gonna be best friends. And then we're gonna be husband and wife.
That's it. And like Abel was saying, they joke it out and they take so then like we had that thing where we start joking about
the oh shit get petty. Oh shit. And she'll slide it in there and be like a drive-by. And she'll be in ghost like this. You know. And hit me one of these. You know what the boot. Like, ooh, you petty.
You're not doing that today.
I said, you doing that? I said, that's what you doing. Look, that's what you're doing.
That's what you're doing. All right.
But when you beat the problem and you become up with the best answers or whatever, and y'all figure this out and y'all move on, then, because women, they forgive, don't forget.
Nothing.
So,
and I know the time.
And time.
The day. What you was wearing.
Know what I was wearing. Know if it was raining outside. On this day, it was 98 degrees. But the thing about it is, hey, it's funny then. But excuse me, y'all. We got to get understanding now. And the thing about this, we're gonna get understanding. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna figure it out, and we're gonna move on. Now, if she ain't got her answers by 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, knowing I gotta get up at 4. Hey.
Wake up, because I'm not gonna go through this by myself.
Hey, wake up. Cause
I'm not gonna go through this by myself.
I can't sleep.
When you said
over here, that.
He be like, oh, baby, come on. Because I'm not finna lose.
I was like, come on, man.
No, I've been up all night, so you finna get up too. So you gonna get up a couple hours early so we can address this.
But this how you figure it out. This how you do it. This how you get to the bottom of it. Now when y'all get these answers, that y'all really just sit down and look each other in the eye. Cause I don't let she get mad, get sarcastic, turn her back up. I say, don't you turn your back on me. Cause you're not gonna talk to me over here talking to the wall, but your back to me, but you talking, no. Just back here. Let's get this, let's.
I'm sorry.
So
we everybody else.
So
that's toxic stuff that I've learned.
It's cool. It's cool, but we don't know. And we're not going to sleep mad.
I'm gonna work on
it. And we're not going to sleep mad. We're not doing none of that. So we figured out. So, and that's how we do. So, hey, man.
So communication, y'all, and opening up, being communicative, like communicative.
Communicate. Communication is the key.
And here, let me help y'all single folks. Over communicating cannot be a problem. Okay, in the beginning, watch what you telling people about what you've experienced, what you have been through.
Keep everybody out your business.
Please.
Keep everybody out your
Please.
business.
And you're not fronting. People love to say, "Oh, they be fronting." No,
Nah,
you keep
keep
people out
everybody
your
out your
business.
business. What y'all talk about, what y'all do in y'all homes, what y'all do in y'all home. Don't be out to tell. See, this is what I say about the single friends. Back to that. Don't be telling y'all single friend because guess what that single friend gonna do? Child, I told you, girl. You ain't had no business. But guess what? She's still single. You still gotta go home to your man. So guess what? Don't talk about your marriage relationship to keep everybody out your business. That's
Keep people. And then here's the thing. I have a girlfriend. She said, you said it before she could type it. I have a girlfriend that we talk candidly about our husbands, our sexapades, everything. That's my dog, right?
Cleveland.
Uh-huh. Shout out to
Shout out to the
Like, we
Clevelands.
tell each other, a lot. We're very transparent and open about our situation, whether we're mad, upset, what we did wrong. We hold each other accountable, all that. That is fine. But to me, when you have uh single friends and everything, it's some things that's just sacred to marriage. And like I was overwhelmed one day and I was with a friend of mine and I had to like bite my tongue, right? Because I almost bit my tongue off. Because in my frustration, I wanted to say something, but I just enjoyed the time and just left it at that because I just feel like some things I don't need to share. I'm not being abused. I'm not being talked too crazy. I'm well taken care of. I love him to death. It's just being married, y'all. Like for real, we don't have a lot of wives talking about it because it's a lot, especially coming from being independent and even in a relationship. I have a man. Like he told me one day, he was like, I work at night and something, and I don't feel like you spending enough time with me. I was like, boy, you wanted fish, and I got up and I went and got you some fish and cooked it on top of that. And you gonna tell me that I ain't spent enough time with you? What in the world did you talk about? But in that instance, it was a lot going on. And I feel like when you got all that going on, it's not easy to just be like, it's an adjustment being married. Maybe not for a man per se, but for a woman, it's a lot. It's a lot of responsibility. We trying to keep the house clean. We trying to make sure he good. We trying to have, excuse me, we trying to bust down and bust down right. You know what I mean? Like it's a lot. So like if you a single friend and you got friends that are divorced want to give you advice that they've been there, but that's hard. That's a hard one. Any suggestions? Let me see. Sometimes single friends that are divorced want to give you advice. So here's the thing. I don't open myself up for advice from single friends.
Because they got a
I don't.
they don't need to be single.
And this is why, like, if I have a problem, I go to another married friend that's happily married because everybody that's, and then I think April, I think we just share too much, right? I think we just share too much. And people, because when we share, then we're inviting people in our life, right? And possible in places that we don't want them in. And my suggestion is uh everything is fine. And you find a married friend that you can go to that's happily married, that you feel like has the wisdom to say, okay, this is what I'm dealing with. How would you handle this? Or what do you think we should do? Right? So that all right, Tasha Mac, we got you back. So everything, I think we need to stop sharing. And it's very simple. Just stop talking about your husband and your relationship. Like, what if their divorce wasn't their fault and they got cheated on and they thought they were a good wife? Well, I mean,
We understand.
that's understandable. But here's the question. The better question is this. Do you trust this person's advice? That's the better question. Do you trust this person's advice? Do you believe what this person is saying will bring value to your marriage? Because here's what I'm gonna tell you. If you and your husband are married, and he's your husband, and you go ask another woman how to do things for your husband that you know that you sleep with every day, and you getting advice from her, and you go do in your home what that woman is advising you to do, he is now her husband. I hope I'm making this okay. It depends on the person. Yes. So I hope I'm making sense here. I'm not saying at all not to talk to someone you trust. What I'm saying is, if someone is single or if they're divorced and you want to seek out that advice, I had plenty of advice for people that were married and I wasn't divorced. I was divorced. But it's because I saw marriage differently and I knew what I had done wrong and I could address that, right? But understand, know the difference. Right. Know the difference. Because a bitter woman can't tell you nothing about staying married. I'm sorry. There you go. Know the difference. A bitter man can't tell you nothing about keeping your woman. I'm sorry. They can't. I don't care. To me, like, if I ask for advice, regardless if he's married or single, I got to look at the character of the man. I can't ask a man that cheats to go out every time you turn around, or we might be on up in somebody's face over here with Patasha or whoever, Krenisha and all them other people. No, I gotta ask a man, regardless of if he's single or newly single or married, I can ask him because he can tell me how to stay married. Or he can tell me, a single man that was married 10, 15, XYZ many years, how, hey, this is what's going on, or this is my advice. And it's the character of the person. So it's not, yeah, it's not all about, it ain't all taking advice. It's not their right. It's the character of the person. Because I have some single friends that have a great advice for marriage and relationships. When I was in a relationship, I was always talking to my single friends about being in a relationship or whatever. And yes. So it is what it is. Yes. And that's exactly true. Like, because you and I we were both married. April, me and you both have been married before, we're married again. And so you just take those lessons, good wife, right? From I was a good wife in my 20s and 30s. I'm a great wife in my. You are a great wife. I love my wife. My wife, I thank her all the time. I tell her, thank you, San Antonio. Thank you, Texas. Thank you, Houston. Thank you, Dallas. All these places, baby, done been, or all these exes or whoever X, Y, Z. I say, notice to the exes. Because guess what? Tell them, baby. Guess what? Tell them, baby. Tell them. Because guess what? Tell them, baby. I love my wife is a good wife. She is a natural born leader. She's a great wife. She's great at what she does. She's great in bed. She's great at everything she does. And she is a very good wife. I love my wife. Understand that. I'm thankful for y'all for fumbling the ball and dropping it so I can pick it up and run with it. Do you understand me? Come on, quarterback. You hear me? Made the touchdown. Did that. Did that. Because I married this woman and found out that this woman is everything. She the best thing happened to me since sliced bread. Do y'all understand me? Since a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. That is real. Mama made. You better know it because she cut the crust and all that. You hear me? So, we hanging out with y'all this week. I love you, honey. And I love you too, girl. And I'm so glad I met you. You're an amazing man. And you're an amazing wife. You are awesome. And you my wife. I am your wife. And I'm happy to be your wife. Yeah. And they better. You are a great reflection of me. And you. Because you just as crazy as I am. I love you. You actually make me calm because you're so crazy. Oh. You make me look sane. Mm-hmm. Which nobody's ever been able to do. So I want to pass out a few things tonight. I want to get a shout out for the men. For the men. Or whoever the spouse is. It is for the men or the women. Y'all do something for your woman. Surprise. Go get a room. This is what you do. Called Transcending Dreams. If you in San Antonio. If you in San Antonio. Anywhere in Texas, I think. Transcending Dreams. Call Tracy and tell her what you need. And she gonna hook you up. Or y'all want a date night, y'all don't have to worry about nothing.
Oh, get down, get down. Oh, this way, this way, this way, this way. Bam. There it is right there. Transcending dreams. She gonna put you right on in the game and tell her to watch this sent you. Hey, now for you real lovebirds, I'm talking about you real lovebirds.
In the San Antonio, Austin, Dallas, Houston.
That want you a date night where you ain't got to drive, you ain't got to do nothing. All they want you to do is love on each other. Excuse me, y'all, PK Experience. Y'all need to try this.
Reach out.
Reach out to Paul K, PK Experience. And I promise you,
beautiful.
Whatever you want you a movie night, you want you a date night.
And for the same thing you would pay, they're gonna drive you
exactly
in luxury vehicles
for the same amount of money. Trust me,
dates for you. It's gonna be awesome.
Gonna pay over there. Call my man. He gonna put you right on in the game.
For those of you,
and you'll thank me later. I promise you that. For those of you
that are not in Texas or not around, my advice would be to set out and
she's a like the room decorator.
Yeah, she's a decorator, like an event coordinator.
No matter where we at, no matter what's going on,
she goes.
I done had Tracy pull up on baby with flowers, cards, teddy bears. I don't care what we have. So birthday. Hold on 1 second. For a birthday, we out at the place doing whatever. Tracy pull up, gave her roses, balloons, card, everything. We over at the restaurant somewhere one time. Tracy pull up, this, that, and the third. So
hold on, don't you keep talking.
Yeah, so that's what she do. For our anniversary, I had her hook the room up, and I'm still awestruck about how she did the room. And we did some anniversary stuff. We read to each other. We talked to each other. And I'm talking about, this is amazing. Birthdays, whatever. Just because. All of it matters. So, fellas, surprise the woman, because you don't know how far to take you.
Do it.
Same thing with the women. Men, other women, it doesn't matter. Same thing with the men, other women. Women, y'all can do this too. PK Experience, date nights. You want your weekend, don't want to have to worry about that, don't think about that, call my man PK. Paul K Experience, he gonna take care of y'all, and that's what it is. Y'all like, share, and y'all get these hearts up if y'all love us. We're gonna be back next week. Same time, same place. Y'all gonna deal with the watchers. You hear me?
We're gonna talk about it. So do me a favor and down below, in the comments, y'all let us know what you want us to talk about, what subject you want us to cover. What we just dropping gems. We just talking about, marriage in general. We're gonna have other couples here eventually, but whatever y'all want to talk about. So y'all put some subjects down in the chat, and then we will definitely start.
With them.
But thank y'all so much. We love y'all. Thank y'all for joining us. We love y'all so much.
Like, share, comment,
put the hearts out, y'all. Let this blow up. I'm always hiding, but honey don't want us to hide no more. So
hide for what?
Look, we want to help. So good, Tasha. We'll see you Sunday night, girl, 8:00. We gonna be there.
Catch us during the week sometime.
Yeah, because I
need to take my baby on a date. I ain't tell you, we end up going somewhere or whatever. I need to take my baby.
Tasha, April, everybody that commented. Thank y'all so much for commenting.
We are kidnapping my wife. That's crazy, man.
You do. We are the Washingtons, the real,
the raw,
and
the inspiring, and
unapologetically,
and the uncut.
We are unapologetically.
See y'all next week.
See y'all next week. Bye.
Yes. Yeah, now I'm asking for love.